Good evening, everybody. How is everybody on this fine evening? James, if he doesn't show up, we get the win. Oh yeah, I saw that on the Discord. I saw on the Discord that the Maritime said that he wouldn't be coming in. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, audio check, mic check. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Does everything sound okay? Audio check, microphone check. Good, good. All right. Thank you, guys. Yep. Awesome. No audio issues. It's already been a week. Yep. Listen, time flies, guys. Time is absolutely flying like crazy. It's just, ugh. We're actually getting, we're coming up on the end of my project out here. So, let's see here. Roblox Gaming. Hi. He says, Sam, did you hear that the SS United States is staying until December? Is it? Is it really? I knew that there was an issue. I heard that the pier that was housing the ship, they tried to pull a fast one when Florida tried to buy it, and they said, "Well, we want $3 million before we'll let the ship go," almost like they're holding the ship for ransom. So they demand that the Conservancy get the ship out of there. They're working on it, and then they say, "We want $3 million." Well, which is it? Do you want it gone or you want to hold the ship for ransom? It's honestly making me start to think that the people holding onto the ship are crooks. Now, I know there's kind of a funny line there because the United States Conservative and Conservancy. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. But they're trying like that. The pier raised the rent like drastically and said that you've got no choice. You have to pay it. And then that put them in a very, very bad spot. And it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Anyway. But let's see here. Spaghetti said, would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no? So you're saying that my entire diet would be nothing but that sounds terrible. That sounds absolutely horrible. Very bad. No, that sounds absolutely awful. That sounds absolutely awful. Jeez Louise. ZB says, hello, Sam. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the live stream. Let's see here. After listening to Titanic lore, I feel like I should become a shipbuilding engineer. Hey, listen, it's pretty cool how one little thing or you hear about one topic, it can inspire you into whatever type of field or job that you want. Listen, I didn't think that something I became interested in when I was a kid would lead to something that I could do as a job. I mean, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool that I could take a hobby of mine and turn it into a job. So, hey, you never know. CSX from Dustin. CSX 7580. Happy early birthday. I'll be turning 30 that day as well. Oh, so like, does that your birthday is on the same day as a train? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, Dustin. Very, very cool. Let's see. Yet says, I'm only in school now, but I'm on school holiday. Awesome. Please say hi. Hello. You're my favorite. Oh, very, very cool. Very cool. Thank you so much. And enjoy your holiday. Man, I miss school days. Listen, actually, I take that back. I miss my friends from school, but I don't miss school. There we go. Let's see. Spaghetti says, someone might have asked this, but if you were to preserve one ocean liner from history as a museum, which ocean liner would it be? Olympic. If I could change history at all, I would want to save the Olympic. But I understand why that they scrapped it. It was just the way that the world was at the time. But yeah, if I could save one ship, it would be the RMS Olympic. So how many of you guys, did any of you guys check out my live stream yesterday, the Titanic SOS Let's Play and all that stuff? That's something I think I need to do a little bit more often. It's always fun just to chill out and hang out and have fun with everybody. That was a fun little thing that we did for a while last night. MJ says, I wish it was saved too, but at least it helped 100,000. Yeah, that's the thing with the Olympic. I understand the circumstances that it was scrapped. And if I would have been alive at the time, I would have made the same call. But, you know, it's still sad. It's still sad. It was great. I love Let's Plays. Thanks so much, Sunset. Let's see here. We got that. We got that. We got that one. Okay. Awesome says, I watched it today. I think we definitely need more of those. We'll see. We'll see. It's just, it all depends on my schedule. I try to keep up with doing the, with these live streams, but I kind of got lucky and I had a little more downtime than I expected this weekend. So I thought I would do that. But then we got them again. But yeah, everything's kind of starting to wrap up here. So, I mean, and we're kind of getting into the end of the work season, which will be nice. So it'll be nice to finally be able to go home and maybe do YouTube more full time again. Listen, that's just the thing. Like, I kind of miss doing YouTube. So there's this whole balance that people always talk about. Like, when you do YouTube, okay, let me put it to you like this. All of you out there, like, if you have like a regular job, you go to work, you do your time, you go home. Okay, you don't think about it anymore. But with YouTube, it's always in the back of your mind. And then heaven help you if you're late on a video or whatever. And listen, the YouTube burnout is real. It really is real. So it has been nice to kind of like, I mean, I've been out here working and everything, and I think it's been good for me to not be so worried about YouTube and kind of do it when I can and all that. I think that's been good for me. And just so, but when I'm done with the project, if I have some downtime in between projects, you better believe I'm going to come back and do YouTube. Oh, we got a super chat from Brennan20. Thank you so much. Tragedy struck my family as someone broke into our house last Wednesday and robbed us. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Smashed a few of our windows and took a bunch of costume jewelry and small bed safe. $6,000 to $7,000 in damage and stolen stuff. Be safe, everybody. I am so sorry to hear that. That's awful. Thank you for the super chat. But yeah, listen, people are terrible. I don't know if any of you guys ever watch like cops and stuff on TV, but you see the stuff that people have to deal with, like what cops have to deal with and criminals. And trust me, I get it. I 100% understand, and I'm very, very sorry to hear that. I'm just glad that you and your family and everybody's safe. I mean, as bad as it is, possessions can be replaced. People cannot. So you and your family are safe. That's the important thing, and I hope everything gets better for you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Drew says, hey, Sam, what upcoming videos that you have? Because I think you should do a video about the SS Warath. It's an interesting story to talk about on the channel. Warath. I know I've heard that name before. I have been considering, I'll have to do some research into it, but I have been considering doing a video on the history, like the history of the issues of the SS with the SS United States, kind of like not the full history of the ship. Part-Time Explorer did one of those, incredible video, but he did that a while back. But excuse me, just going over what's going on with the ship since it's been and why it's in such a bad state of repair, all the issues with, trying to find a permanent home with it, the issues in restoring it, like go into a detailed analysis of the SS United States and its current status. So that was an idea that I had. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but that was a thought. I'd have to research it a bit. Miles says, Sam, I was in the game with you yesterday. I was role-playing as Moody. Ah, cool. I didn't see you in there. I did not, but that's really, really cool. Listen, those Let's Plays are fun. They are a ton of fun. Titan, question for Sam. If you could raise any wreck site without damage, which one would you raise? That's tough. I mean, my first thought would be Titanic, but I mean, I don't really know what there would be to gain from raising it. I mean, the Titanic is still a tomb, so I mean, I think it should stay where it is, but I don't know. I mean, it's just, the thing is, how would we preserve it? There are some shipwrecks that are easy to preserve and they tell a story. And I mean, granted, Titanic would tell a story, but it's in such a terrible state of, deterioration. I mean, the ship is barely holding itself together as it is. Speaking of which, I did see Mike Brady did a video about that today, and it was interesting. I haven't finished it yet, but it was really cool. Speaking of which, we need to talk. All right. All right. I need to have, all right. You know what? We need to have a discussion here, okay? Because one thing, all right. So Mike Brady was talking about the railing that I mentioned in my last video that fell off and everything. And he mentioned He believes that a submersible hit it and damaged it. When I heard that, I was like, what? Like that. And I am aware that occasionally ships do bump into the wreck, or submersibles bump into the wreck. I am aware of that. It's just the currents down there are absolutely ridiculous. But man, when I heard that, and I'm like, that's a iconic piece of the wreck. And if you take a look at the scans, you know, he showed it in his video, the scans from like a couple of years ago, you can see the railing kind of bent and warped. So what it looks like to me, you know, based on what he said, I cannot believe I didn't think of that before he said it. But like, just say that this light is a submersible. I'll bet you it was just kind of like the current caught it and it just kind of bumped it a little bit. But wait, no, hold on. The railing was actually sticking out, so that would push the railing in. So maybe the sub would have had to bump it like that, like from above going out. I don't know. But when I heard that, I was just like, so that's what did it? Anyway, but I know that Robert Ballard did a press thing where he was talking about damage to the ship over time. And he said there are clear signs where submersibles have landed and, you know, natural decay. Like you can see the damage the submersibles have caused to the wreck. We got another super chat, 5 from Trader. Thank you so much. Love your channel. Thank you so much. Watching all the Titanic movies with the wife. Awesome. Did Raise the Titanic in the 1996 TV miniseries A Night to Remember? Oh, we did Raise the Titanic in the 1996 TV miniseries A Night to Remember is next. Cool. I haven't seen either of those. I heard Raise the Titanic wasn't very good, so I just did not have that much of a desire to watch it. And I've never seen the 96 miniseries. I might have to look that up. But thank you so much for the 5, Trader. Super appreciate you, man. Sunset says, was it one of those camera submersibles that I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. That was I didn't even think of a submersible knocking it over until Mike made that comment. I did ask in my Discord. I was curious if the implosion from the Titan submersible, I wondered if the shock wave that went out from that may have knocked it off. I did wonder about that, but they just like the energy, it was too far away. The energy from the sub that it gave off wouldn't have been enough to knock the railing over or do any kind of damage to the wreck. So that was my only, I did have that thought. I wondered if something people had done could have done it, but I didn't think a sub would have grazed the railing. So, but we had a discussion about that in my Discord, a week or two ago, whenever I released that video. Let's see here. Historic Production says, hey, Sam, SS United States needs to be saved. I'm pretty sure the government has plenty of money to donate to save the United States. They don't care. Okay. Well, number one, the government, if you want to gently, okay, I'll just say this. The government has so much debt right now. I mean, can you make that argument that the government has any money with how high our nation's debt is right now? I mean, I know they're spending money like crazy, but do they have money? That's a little politic joke. But anyway, they don't care. You know, like the only way to get the United States to be saved would be to like maybe get her declared as a landmark or something, which I mean, honestly, she should be. She is history. She should 100% be seen. And if that happened, then the government would have to take care of her. Like that's one reason why private businesses have been having so much trouble with the Queen Mary, you know, but then the city kind of came in and they helped preserve the ship. They'd have to I mean, you would think that the country would want to preserve the United States. I mean, it's their legacy. Anyway, so, but that's just the thing. It's insane. That's the thing. And you also have to remember, not that many people are into old ships like we all are. So, I mean, it's just, I don't think there's enough of what's going on here? What just happened? Hold on a second, guys. Something just bugged up on I lost the chat. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I got it back. Okay. But yeah, that's the thing. There's just isn't the chat. I clicked the wrong button and the chat disappeared for a second. But yeah, that's the thing, is it's just to try to get them to do it. And good luck with that. Jeez Louise. We got another super chat, 20 from Brennan again. Thank you so much. I'm going to Kauai this week, something to look forward to, and doing helicopter rides, and everything's so cool. How many movies were filmed there? Let's see, Caribbean, plus Pirates of the Caribbean. Awesome. I'll be going to a famous cave from Stranger Tides. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, hey, you have fun. You have a lot of fun. That's incredible. And I'm glad you like my stuff. And thank you so much for the super chat. But enjoy. Listen, nothing beats a vacation. 100%. Trader says, OMG, the ghost hunting shows on Queen Mary is hilarious. Look, I've talked about this before. I'm kind of 50-50 on ghosts. I mean, I think it's possible, but I also think that 90% of the stuff that people claim they see is just nonsense, especially on the Queen Mary. And I mean, as I've said before, I went to the Queen Mary. I slept there by myself. I saw nothing. Like, I mean, just with the exception of that thing in the engine room, but that could have been a speaker for all I know. So, I mean, and look, I went out of my way to put myself into situations where, okay, if something could happen, it could. So, like, I walked around with a GoPro at like 4:00 in the morning, explored the ship, went to the pool, went to all the hotspot areas. I saw nothing. I even went outside B340, if any of you all know about that. But yeah, so I mean, it's just. Was it Bill Sauter, I think, that said he had a few experiences on the Queen Mary? Now, him I would believe, but I think a lot of ghost stuff is just nonsense. Let's see. Yak. Let's see. I feel like Queen Mary, it's mostly just paranoia due to some events that happen there, as well as the fact that the ocean liner sitting as a hotel in California is perfect for horror. So that is one thing that I do not like. You know, like I don't like it when like, so there are some YouTube channels that like they content farm and all that. And they're, oh, Queen Mary, ghosts, let's go. And they go there and they freak out the whole time. Oh, what was that? Oh, what was that? Oh, what was that? How could anybody spend the night in such a creepy place? Dude, shut up. I mean, seriously, like that makes me so angry when they're around a beautiful ship like that and they're just freaking out and being so dramatic. And I'm just like, Anyway, so yeah, they go there and they're trying to be dramatic for the camera. And I mean, Titan Sam spitting facts. But yeah, thank you. But yeah, that's it. If you go to a place expecting it to be haunted, all you're going to see is ghosts everywhere. That's all you're going to see. And I went there. I slept by myself. I wandered around by myself. Sunset says they're not respecting the history by doing that. Yes, 100%. And I can tell you this. The only thing that traumatized me during my stay on the Queen Mary was the conversation I overheard from my neighbors. And they were not ghosts, okay? That is the only thing that traumatized me was the conversation I overheard my neighbors talking about. So let's just... It looks like we got a few... It looks like we have a few new people here who don't know this story. I've told this story before. So I will clean it up a little bit because we have some younger people here. But on the morning, the walls in the room or in the staterooms are incredibly thin. Okay. So when I was packing my luggage and getting ready to leave, I heard a couple arguing in the room right beside me. And the guy wanted to do something and the girl did not. And I heard him trying to convince her to let him do it. I'm like, okay, gotta go. I'm on my way now. It was like awful. Like it was, I'm like, dude, like desperate much? Oh geez, it was literally like that. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop or anything either. Like the walls are that thin, and I tried to make noise. Like I went and like I walked around and stomped around, and they never clued in. They never clued in. They never stopped. So I'm like, okay, I would have been annoyed, and I would have I would have complained to like the hotel or something, or maybe just go, I can hear you, if I was trying to sleep. But it was the next morning. I was leaving anyway, so I just packed my bag and got out of there. That's basically what happened there. So yeah, so I was traumatized from my stay on the Queen Mary, but it wasn't no ghosts. There we go. That's that story. CJ5, thank you so much. Sam, let's test your knowledge real quick. What lifeboat did Lucille Carter row, and what prized possession did her husband lose aboard the Titanic? Lucille Carter. You got me on that one. Lucille Carter. Who's Lucille Carter? Lucille Carter, Titanic. Let me see here. She's said to be one of the the heroines of the tragedy, as she and some of the other societies here. I found her. Believe it or not, I do not know her story. The couple that and their 2 children survived the Titanic disaster. She was said to be one of the heroines of the tragedy, as she, with some of the other associate elite women, assisted in rowing one of the Titanic's lifeboats. Very cool. I do not know. I have not heard her story. Married in 1896 aboard Titanic. Okay, you got me. You got me on that one, CJ. I did not know that one. Very, very cool. What prized possession did he lose on the Titanic? Thank you for the 5, CJ. Historic Productions 5, thank you so much. And first super chat, thank you. Hi, Stan. This is my first super chat. Yay, awesome. Thank you so much. And do you think any part of Titanic's machinery can be lifted up and put into a museum? They already have. I mean, well, it depends on what your classification of machinery is. But they got one of the telegraphs that was on the bridge. That's in the Titanic Museum in Orlando. But yeah, they've recovered some pretty cool stuff. And I believe they even found part of the ship's helm that was in the wheelhouse. Very, very cool. Thank you for the 5, production. Trader 5, thank you. Amazon Prime, Ghost Inside My Child, Little Boy was on the Titanic in a previous life. Amazing episode, and I'm skeptical about everything. That was stupid. Okay, like literally, that was. I turned that on. That popped up in my video, and the woman claimed that the spirit of Thomas Andrews was inside of her kid, and her evidence is that the kid knew things about the Titanic that no one else could know. Okay, like what? Oh, well, that the Titanic's 4th funnel was fake. I mean, it didn't service the boiler rooms, but I don't know if I'd call it fake. Okay. He knew that. What other? Well, I was trying to find the captain's cabin in this Titanic game, and he kept saying, go to the port, Mom, go to the port. Like, how could he know that the captain's cabin was on the port side? It wasn't. It was on the starboard side. Like I'm listening to this. He goes, I cannot believe all those men were trapped in the boiler rooms when the watertight door shut. They should have put escape ladders. I'm like, they did. The men weren't trapped in there. They had ladders they could go up and out. That's not. So there we go. Like this is all of their so-called proof that their little boy is possessed by the spirit of Thomas Andrews when he doesn't know some pretty basic design stuff of the Titanic. So I'm like, this is just so like, yeah. So I'm calling absolute bullcrap on that. And this is just some woman trying to make some money by using her kid. So that's my 2 cents there. And I think that's absolutely terrible. Okay. Thank you for the 5, Trader. Jeez. Salo says that was so stupid. I watched it. Yep. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous. Brennan, 2, thank you. Do you think they would recover the brilliant? I hope they do. That would be a really, really cool thing for them to recover. Let's see here. Lucky. Let's see here. Sword Travels. My dad said he had an ancestor on the Titanic, and my dad doesn't know her name, but she died on the ship. Oh, that's interesting. So how does he know, though? So wait, if you had an ancestor on the Titanic, is it a story that was passed down from the family that we had somebody on it? I'd be very, very curious about that. Anytime I meet somebody that has a possible connection to the ship, I would really like to know. I have my own, I have a distant connection to someone who was on the Queen Mary. We weren't related or anything, But there was a guy, and he was like a grandfather to me. He taught me violin for 10 plus years when I was a little kid. And I mean, no joke. I mean, he was like a grandfather to me. That's how much I respected him and everything. And he told me I was like his grandson, because I mean, that's how well we knew each other, and we would yak and all that. And I really, really miss him now. But during World War II, he passed a few years ago. During World War II, he sailed on the Queen Mary. And he mentioned that when he was on board, he heard that they were protecting a high-ranking British official. He just didn't know who he was at the time. And it turned, and he said that he found out later it was Churchill. I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. That's what he told me. I haven't like researched it or tried to figure out exactly like when this was, but apparently he was on board me. But yeah, so I asked a few years ago, and I miss him a lot. But let me tell you this, guys. He aged incredibly well. Like, I did not know how old he was for a long time. And I thought he was in his probably mid to late 70s. That's how old I thought he was, but I never asked for a long, long time. Then he said to me, "Are we okay, guys? Are we okay?" I see some people saying that there was lag. Are we okay? Can you guys hear me? How's the chat? How's the chat? Buffering. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? Are we still live? Are we still live? We good? Are we still? It's okay. It's okay for me now. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? But it's cleaned itself up. Okay, cool. But anyway, should have lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So he said to me in passing, "Sam, I was a teenager in Chicago during the crash of 29. I'm like, huh? Like, that's what he said to me. I was a teenager living in Chicago during the crash of 29. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, but I have to ask, what year were you born? And he was born in 1918. 1918. Just insane. Absolutely insane. Is the chat okay, guys? Is the chat running all right? Hold on a second. Let me see something. Is the chat running all right? Because everybody's saying it's buffering. And let me see. Is the chat buffering? Let me see. Okay, it looks okay on my end. I just checked it on my cell phone. It looks okay. At the moment, yes, live chat's fine. Okay, we're good. You're good. Okay. I just pulled it up on my phone to double check it, but okay. That was weird. Oh, but yeah, so he was around when the Olympic was in service and everything. Yep. He didn't care too much about ships then, but he was telling me stories about his family owned a candy store in Chicago pre the crash of 29, and they lost everything when the crash occurred. And he was telling me about how they would take a trolley to the park in Chicago, and they would pick dandelions. And the flower part of the dandelion is toxic. You can't eat it, but you can eat the stems. So they would cut off the stems and everything, and they would make a salad, and that was their dinner. I mean, that's how they ate. I mean, they literally lost everything. And during World War II, they found out that he could play the violin. So they asked him if he wanted to work in a military hospital. And he did. He was there. He played the violin for the wounded soldiers as they came through and everything. And then he told me that one day, I forget where he was stationed, but these officers came in, these American officers, they came in and they had a POW. They had a POW with them, and they were guarding him while he got medical treatment. And I kid you not, guys, it was a member of the SS, like one of the Nazi high command. Like, I mean, like, and he said that he saw him in there and everything, and he died shortly after he arrived. But I'm just like, geez, like the stuff that he saw, like, just blew my mind. Like, I mean, that he saw and witnessed all of that. I mean, and I watched a video today talking about how few World War II veterans, like how there aren't a lot of them left, and World War II before too much longer will actually go the way of, it's just history. There's not a lot of people still alive that actually remember the event. I mean, I think most of the veterans are in their 90s now. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. When did the last World War I veteran die? Hold on, let me look that up. When did the last World War I vet die? The last known surviving World War I veteran, Frank Bucks. Oh, I mentioned him in my Olympic video. I remember him now. He died on February 27th, 2011, at the age of 110. And yeah, I think he was on board the Carpathia when it sank. I'm pretty sure he was. Double check me, but I'm pretty sure he was on the. I'm pretty sure he was on the Carpathia when it sank. I feel like I know I've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my video on the Carpathia sinking, but I think he was 110 years old. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Hold on. When did the last Lusitania survivor die? The last Lusitania survivor, her name was Audrey Lawson. Audrey Lawson Johnston, I guess she married, died on January 11th, 2011, at the age of 95. Holy crap. 2011, dang on. World War I and Lusitania. Jeez Louise. And Melvina Dean passed in 2011, I think. When did the last Titanic survivor die? Was it 2011? Or 2009. 2009. Okay, Melvina Dean. I knew that. I just didn't know when she passed. She died on May 31st, 2009, at the age of 97. She was 2 months old when she boarded the Titanic with her family. So no real memories there. Insane stuff. May 31st. Of course, Dustin. Since we don't have Maritime here, are you trying to take Maritime's place, Dustin? Let's see. Logan 5. Thank you so much. Excuse me. Did you see that they rediscovered the bronze statue of Diana from the first class lounge? I'm surprised that it survived the breakup mostly intact. Yes, I did see that. And I was considering making a video about that. But yeah, and we talked about that yesterday during my Let's Play live stream. But yes, I did see it. They found that it was pretty insane. It's in remarkably good condition, all things considered. Jeez Louise. Very, very crazy stuff. I mean, it literally fell out of the ship. It was in a room that got completely pulverized by the breakup and ripped apart. And it survived. Pretty insane stuff. Pretty insane stuff. Let's see here. Sailor says, hi, do you play Minecraft? I have a Minecraft server, so I would probably say sure. I play it occasionally. Yeah, I have a Minecraft server for the Historic Travels channel, though. I do have one of those. Speaking of which, let me see something. History, bring up the Minecraft server console. Let me see. It does say that there are some people active in the server right now. Oh, I see DK. DK, I see you in the Minecraft server right now. Let's see here. Warp, DK. Are you? Wait, let's see here. DK. Don't worry, DK. I'm totally not up to anything nefarious right now. I may or may not have just launched a command. So we'll see. We'll see if how DK feels now. I jumped out of the console, DK. So if you're raging at me, I can't see it. Let's see here. Dwayne says, my grandfather traveled on the Queen Mary in the 1960s. Extremely cool. DK says he sent me to the lava forest. He did. Ozzy says, where is Olivia tonight? Olivia had to work. Olivia had to work and specifically made me promise. Olivia said, do not make the entire chat start spamming me over and over and over again to get online because I am working. Olivia's a truck driver. I am working this evening, so do not make the chat explode and start messaging me about getting online. Why do I have a feeling that by saying that, some of you are going to message Olivia anyway? So wait, she wanted us to message her? I didn't say anything, okay? I didn't say nothing. I absolutely did not say anything. I mean, I told you specifically what Olivia told me. So, I mean, I'm not involved with this. Somehow I think Olivia's going to cry foul. But, I mean, I'm not telling you to do anything. Yak says reverse psychology. Olympic says, hold on, I'll be back. Oh, that's hilarious. Sayla says, where can I get the IP address is listed in all of my YouTube videos. That's how you can find the Minecraft server IP and information. History in bite size, 10. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam, I just learned about this, but the actor who played John Jacob Astor in the 1967 movie survived the sinking of the Wilhelm Gustloff. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That is a true thing. The guy who played John Jacob Astor in the Titanic film was a Wilhelm Gustloff survivor. I'm not sure. Was he fleeing the Red Army? I mean, everybody on the Gustloff was fleeing the Red Army, but I'm not sure his, like, if he was a passenger or what he was doing on board. Thank you so much for the 10. Why do I feel like Olivia's really, really going to be annoyed? Dustin says, got to start putting the IP address of the Minecraft server in the description. Yes, I should. Well, I do it in my videos. I don't typically go all out with my descriptions in the live streams. I kind of just throw them up real quick. But here, I'll do this real quick just so you guys can see it. So let's go to my last video. And some movies coming out. And here, all right, everybody, I'm going to post it right now in the chat. Right here is the Minecraft server IP. So if you would like to join, that is the IP address for my Minecraft server Java edition. But yes, did an ad pop up? No, ad. Okay. But yes, there, we'll do that again here in a second. But yes, there is the IP address for my Minecraft server. Please feel free to hop by. We would love to see you. Let's see here. James says, Churchill traveled across the Atlantic on the Queen Mary about 3 times and referred to, oh, cool, for security reasons. Very, very cool. JP says, if you could choose one artifact to recover from the Titanic, what would you do? The clock. I would love to get the clock from Isidore and Ida Strauss's suite. That is what I would absolutely love to get. I would love to see them recover that. That is my favorite artifact on Titanic, is the clock from Isidore and Ida Strauss's suite. Airplane. Sounds kind of low. Let's see here. Rose says, I got in late today. Sorry if you already answered it, but did you see Mike Brady's video earlier today? I started it. I have not finished. I got to the part where he started to show like his animations on how the wreck will deteriorate over time. And I raged when he talked about a submersible knocking the railing over. That made me mad, but but yes, I saw a little bit of it. Let's see here. Let's see. Brandon says, hey, Sam, I was watching your Donia Paz video today, and my dad saw it, told me his elder brother died in the sinking of the Donia Paz. That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Jeez, Lisa. Donia Paz, that's a bad one. That's the worst peacetime maritime disaster in history. You had to choose between burning and sinking on the ship or the ocean. Jeez. Donia Paz is a bad one. That's a very, very bad one. I'm sorry to hear about that. Let's see. We got that one. We got that one. Design says, do you think they'll recover that railing that fell down? Maybe, but I probably not if I had to guess, but I hope they do. I hope that they would recover it, but that's just kind of one of those things. Let's see. Dwayne says, my great-grandparents came over on the Empress of Ireland in 1909. The ship hit a rock in the St. Lawrence River and started to sink. What? Hold on. Wait. Empress of Ireland rock collision, 1909. Seriously? 1909. There was one incident in 1909 when the Empress struck a sunken vessel. Hold on. So, what? Are you sure it was a rock? I can't find it. This is like a essay. Jeez Louise. May 29th, 1914. That's the day of the sinking. I don't see. The keel was laid, hull number 443, at Fairfield's berth number 4, next to a sipper ship, the Empress of Britain, which was also constructed April 10th, 1905. Empress, length of 570 feet long. I don't see. Oh, here it is. There was one incident in 1909 where the Empress struck a sunken vessel or an unknown submerged rock. There it is. At the northern end of the St. Lawrence. Very interesting. So it was either an unknown submerged rock or a sunken vessel. I feel like that should be an easy thing to figure out. If they knew exactly where the collision happened, they could go and survey the area. Very, very cool. It turned out to be a submerged. Okay. So it is a submerged. Very cool. Very, very cool. I did not know about that. Empress has one interesting ship. 100%. You guys are going to love the animation for Empress when you guys get to see it. It's very, very cool. Libby says, Sam, what is your favorite warship? USS Constitution. There we go. How about that? USS Constitution. I don't really have a favorite warship, to be honest with you. I think they're all incredibly interesting. The story of the Yorktown's insane. Yorktown was sunk at Midway, right? I'm pretty sure it was. It was the Battle of Midway that sunk the Yorktown. But how, like, they abandoned the ship thinking it was going to sink, but then the Yorktown stayed afloat. Yeah, how it stayed afloat and everything, and how it worked, and like Yorktown was a fighter. She fought to the very end. But correct me if I'm wrong, but Yorktown sank at Midway, correct? I'm pretty sure it was. Midway, yes, 1942. Okay, yeah. So that's a ship with an interesting story, and I know Maritime would start screaming about the Yamatos. But Maritime mentioned that he wouldn't be here this evening. Excuse me. Funny says, who else wants Brightside Part 10? Do you want me to lose more brain cells? Legitimately, like, do you guys want me to lose more brain cells? I mean, I thought we were done with this. I thought we were done with all of those kind of things and all that stuff. I mean, okay. You know what? Here, there's a super chat. I'm going to do a poll, and I'm going to ask the audience if you all want me to lose more brain cells. Lynn5, thank you so much. Hello, Sam. Do you know if the Lusitania and Mauritania were sailing the night the Titanic sank? I'm just curious. I'm honestly not sure where they were. Maybe I can find it. Where was Lusitania? Lusitania when Titanic sank. RMS Lusitania was not near the Titanic when the Titanic sank because, wait, what? RMS Lusitania was not near the Titanic when the Titanic sank because the Lusitania had already sunk 3 years. Dang it, you stupid AI. I kid you not. This is what it says right now. The RMS Lusitania was not near the Titanic when the Titanic sank because the Lusitania had already sunk 3 years earlier. That is no joke what it says on the AI. Hang on. I'm going to copy and paste this. This is no joke. When I type that in on Google, this is what that Google AI spit out. No, it's not ChatGPT. It's just Google. That is what the that's what the Google spit out. The RMS Titanic was not near the Titanic site because Lusitania had already sunk 3 years earlier. That's oh geez. I think it means 3 years later, and it just got it mixed up. But I mean, bruh. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. But now, hang on. Right below it, it has correct information. It says Lusitania was torpedoed and sank May 7th, 1915 by a German U-boat while traveling about 11 miles off the coast of Ireland. That's correct. Titanic sank in 1912. So I think the AI just got the 3 years earlier and 3 years later thing mixed up and all of that. I think that's what happened. But Mauritania, RMS Mauritania was docked in Queenstown, Ireland at the time of the Titanic disaster. So that I could believe. Here's something from Reddit. To my knowledge, they were nowhere near the Titanic's location when she struck the iceberg. Based on Googling, the Lusitania was in Liverpool when the Titanic sank. As for the Mauritania, she left Queenstown on April 14th, so she was a few days behind Titanic. Oh, okay. I would believe this a lot more than I believe that stupid AI thing. I swear I hate AI. But, and it's not... Isn't this just a fancier search engine that spits out full sentences? I mean, that's hardly AI. And like even the images it generates are just, it's pulling things from other images. I think the word AI is a little bit misleading personally. But as for Mauritania, she was a few days behind. Okay. So I don't think of this stuff as AI. I get kind of sick of hearing it, to be honest. Britannic's Britannic. Brightside gets all their information about Titanic from ChatGPT. You know what? Probably. Let's see here. Elliot says, yes, the statement is correct. The RMS Lusitania was not near the Titanic when the Titanic sank because Lusitania sank 3 years later. But what is that? Oh, right. The poll. I forgot. Start a poll. Do you all want me to lose more brain cells on bright side 10. All right. So guys, please be nice. Okay. Please be nice and let me off the hook. Okay. Like I want, before I do this poll, okay, I want you guys to just remember I've already done 9 episodes. And I think it's time to let my brain rest in peace. I mean, not that it's going to die, but I don't want to do this anymore. So let's just it's up to you guys, though. Okay. I'll let you guys decide. Okay. And here we go. Do you all want me to lose more brain cells on bright side 10? All right. Let's see here what you guys have to say. Let's find out what you guys have to say here. All right. What the? Do you guys want me to lose more brain cells on bright side 10? All right. We're going to go 10. What language is that? It's Japanese. Don't you guys all know Japanese? All right. We're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5. Okay, we're done. Okay, we are at 51% no, 48% yes. Okay, all right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for letting me off the hook and saying that I don't have to do another bright side. That was such a generous thing to do. I really appreciate you. Repoll cheating. Why no, Sam? Seriously, Sam. No, wait just a minute. Bottom one was yes. Redo. Okay, fine. Okay, you know what? Fine. Okay, hold on 1 second. We'll do the poll again. I mean, do you guys want it to? All right. We will not do it. All right. I no tricks this time. Okay. No tricks this time. All right. Here we go. Start a poll. Do you all want bright side 10 question mark? All right. It's up to you guys. Do you guys want bright side 10? And this is it. All right. This is it. If you guys want that, we'll do it. If you don't, then we're going to move on. All right. Here we go. Start a poll. Do you all want bright side 10? Yes or no? Which one do you guys want? Do you all want bright side 10? Sam, Vietnamese? Sam, are you kidding me? I knew I didn't believe. Oh, geez, Louise. Oh, my gosh. Oh, geez, Louise. Let me Google it real quick. Are you serious? All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. With 66% yes. It was just yes and no in Vietnamese. But 66% yes, 33% no. Okay, fine. All right. Oh, geez. CJ, too. Thank you. One more bright side, and Sam will board the SS brain rot. Hey. Listen, I have fought so hard to give you guys good content with those bright sides. Oh, jeez. RG says, you just can't help yourself, Sam. Hey, if you've watched me for this long, you should know by now that I am a renowned jokester. I'm thinking back to the first joke I ever put into a video. Hold on. Shoot, where is it? So this is something that I did a very long time ago, but I always like finding ways to throw jokes into my content. And later, no updates. New annoying updates. Let's see. Historic travels, Titanic, funnels. I made a joke a long time ago. This is 3 years. Oh my gosh.
Guys, what's going on? And welcome to another video. And to everybody who's new out there, welcome to my channel.
My background music is so loud in these old videos. Like, oh, jeez. Like, oh, it drives. Like, I can't watch my videos. I cannot watch my old stuff. It drives me absolutely insane. I can't.
Hey guys.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so the reason I mention it, this is a joke. This is a video on what caused the Titanic's funnels to collapse. And, well,
You see, it's all real topic of today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Titanic's 4 funnels, and we're going to discuss what happened to them on the night the Titanic sank and what caused them to fall the way that they did. You see, it's all really very simple. As the Titanic was leaving the Earth's atmosphere, it had to ditch the 4 funnels in order to shed the weight so the Titanic could actually enter a low...
Okay, that was... I was actually quite proud of that. I was quite proud of that joke. So, bro, what the heck? Classic. I remember that. So, oh, geez. So that was, hey, ever since the beginning, I was a jokester. Okay. That's just what I do. All right. I just joke. If you can't joke, I mean, come on, all right? Jeez, I think a storm's coming. I think there's a big storm brewing outside. Let's see here. That's where someone got the screenshot for the Titanic anime video. What? Oh, for something. Bridge says, don't spill the tea, Sam. Do not worry. Do not worry. I totally will not spill any tea. We're not going to have a repeat of the great tea flood. I mean... Oh, hi, Lamp. Look who's here. Yeah, I'm brewing up a storm, Sam. Hi, Lamp. So, Lamp, I may not have the best security system set up for your Lamp shenanigans at my place in West Virginia, but this apartment is completely protected against the evilness of your Lamp. What's a good word? A lamp. I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, we're protected. Okay, we are shielded from the lamp destruction that you bring. Let's see here. Just a random guy says, hey, Sam, I got 2 questions. Okay, well, I hope I have 2 answers. What movies do you like about ocean liners? I don't know. Titanic, Poseidon, the Pearl Harbor movie. I'm not too crazy about that one. That movie's not really like, I like the films that, I mean, Poseidon's not really a history movie. It's still like Poseidon. I enjoyed it. It's like escaping the ship and everything. I think Poseidon's a good film, but Pearl Harbor, I went into it thinking it was going to be a historic film about the disaster at Pearl Harbor, and it turned into 90% romantic, like a romance film, and 10% history. So I'm just like, not my ideal of a, like, I care more about the history than I do just some romance. But at least the way the Titanic filmed, I mean, Titanic is a romance film, but it incorporated the story of Titanic better. But I don't know. A Night to Remember is good. I don't know. What was part 2 of the question? I lost the thing. Oh, do you like Raise the Titanic movie? They actually got the coordinates right 5 years before the wreck's discovery. I've never seen it. I've never seen Wreck of the Titanic. I've never seen that, or Raising the Titanic. But I mean, it's on my list. I just heard it wasn't good, so I never had a real desire to see it. Let's see. If you want a super realistic Pearl Harbor film, watch Tora Tora. Not familiar with it, but okay. Let's see here. Laura says it's a dumb movie. Which movie? Raise the Titanic or Pearl Harbor? Which film? That guy. I feel like most historical films, I always have to put in a romantic plot for the movie. Yeah, but why? Why do you have to put like a romantic thing into it? Like, what's the whole point? Like, what, to make you feel bad or something like that? Like, so you feel for the people that were involved with it? I don't know. I mean, geez Louise. Well, so I know that, so a while back, and I do this sometimes, one of my favorite classic Disney films is Mulan. Okay. The cartoon, we will not speak of the horribleness that is the live action one. That We're not going to speak of the remake. We will not speak of it. But anyway, the cartoon is a classic. I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. And anyway, after I watched it, I became interested in Mulan. You know, and this is what happens to me. Like I'm curious about the origin of her story. And the first mention of Mulan was from a poem, I think. Yep, that's a big storm. But yeah, so but this is what happens to me. Like I'll find something, and then like most legends, I think Mulan is more of a legend than based on historical fact. But a lot of legends have some basis in truth. So if I had to guess, I do think Mulan was real. But her full story, I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% on it. But I also kind of feel about that with Atlantis, like the legend of Atlantis and the city of Atlantis. I've heard that Atlantis is a legend, but most legends, as I just said, have elements of truth. So if you want me to guess, I would say that Atlantis was a real place at one point. And I've seen the rumors about the Eye of the Sahara, if you know about that. Like there's some people that say that was where Atlantis was, and I watched some videos on it. I'm like, possible. I think possible, but I mean, there's no evidence, like there's no proof. It's just the way I do it, whenever I watch videos talking about legends and stuff that is highly debatable, I go, interesting. Like they lay out what they think stuff is, I go, interesting. And then I decide if it's plausible or not. I'm not going to say I 100% believe it, but what your theories are interesting. That's about as far as I'll go. Military, SEK50, thank you so much. Hi, Sam. What kind of history are you into other than ocean liners? And if you want realistic history movies, I would recommend Unknown Soldier. I'm not familiar with it, but cool. Military, I'm interested in all history. You know, ships are kind of my thing, obviously, but I am interested in most history, you know. And as I just said, I tend to jump from topic to topic. Like I went through a real big Pompeii kick for a while. Like I was just really interested in Pompeii and Vesuvius. So I was trying to research that for as long as I could. Then Mulan, I jumped from that. But yeah, just general history. You know, I think it's all incredibly interesting stuff. And listen, when you study history, I mean, really study it, like it's crazy what people had to go through. I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize just how bad people had it, you know, during all right, I mean, World War II, think about how bad people had it during that time. Think about, 1800s, 1700s, like the further back in time you go, the worse things were, like just how rough people's lives were. And I mean, it's crazy stuff. Like, do we have problems in the world today? 100%. Yes. But when you compare it to, what people had to deal with a long time ago. I mean, shoot, even 50 years ago, how much crap was going on. So, I mean, bubonic plague. Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, it was crazy stuff. But I think history is interesting. And I think people should study history more because that always helps me get perspectives. Whenever people try to complain about things going on right now, I'm like, sure, there's a lot of problems right now. We have a lot of things we got to work out. But let's compare it to how things were during the crash of 29. Let's talk about what people went through during that time. Let's talk about what people went through during World War II. Shoot, the Cold War. I mean, like the U.S. and Russia, we were this close to a full-blown nuclear war. I mean, it is scary how close we came to a full-blown nuclear war, the Cuban Missile Crisis. I mean, it helps. That helps me keep things into perspective, So we kind of got a little bit into the more darker stuff. But did you guys know, and I was stunned to hear this, John F. Kennedy, one of my favorite presidents, he actually, he was a good president, bad to his wife, but yeah, president was. I mean, he did get us to the moon and everything. Not good to his wife, though. But he actually stopped a nuclear strike against Russia. And there was on Russia's side, there was a Russian submarine that like 2 of the 3 men on board, like they needed 3 launch keys to fire nukes at the US. And 2 of the 3 captains or generals or whatever on that sub said fire. And there was one guy who said, hold off. So John F. Kennedy and a guy on the Russian side are the only reason. I mean, that's absolute insanity. Absolutely insanity. I mean, it's just people are talking about that now. Yeah, I heard about that. Yep. I mean, it's absolutely scary stuff. I really kind of got into a rant there, didn't I? I started ranting there. But yeah, so anyway, I hope that makes sense. All right, everybody. So we have hit the 1 hour mark. So it is time for the Q&A. But here's the thing. Maritime is not available. He's not available right now. So I don't really know how we would do this. I don't know how we would do a Q&A without Maritime here. I do have questions ready. We could just save them for next week. We could just do that. I could just give you guys the win, and we could save it. Hey, Ismay, I haven't seen you in a while. We could just hold off for next week. I already have the questions ready and everything. I mean, yeah, we could just do a double next week, do a 20-question Q&A. Yeah, we could do that for next week. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We could just is everybody okay with that? Let's see. We still want a Q&A though. All right, you know what? We're gonna do a poll. I don't really know how we would keep score though, because there's so many that's a good comment. Yeah. Okay. How about this? Skip the Q&A this week, but 20 questions next week. What do you all think? We could do that. And I've already got 10 made. So what do y'all think of that? I think that's a good idea because Maritime should be here next week. What do y'all think? Skip the Q&A this week and you all get the win. You all will get the win, but 20 questions next week. Cool. All right. Let's see. We'll give it 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. 62% yes and 36% no. So that's what we'll do. We will hold these questions until next week and we'll do the Q&A then. All right. Well, hey, with that, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off. A little tired today. But yeah, hey, guys, thank you guys so much. It was a fun 1 hour live stream. Yes, Historic Productions, you all get the win. 100%, you all get the win. And just wait. Maritime will show up like right after I sign off. But yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And hey, if you do want something to watch in the meantime, you know, where we're not going to do the Q&A. Work story. Oh, you guys want a story? Fine. What story could I tell you? Oh, deep. I hit the two. Oh, okay. All right. I've got one. All right. I think I have told this story, but it's been a very, very long time. Do you guys know how many of you all know about my sunburn story? How many of you all know about that? My awful sunburn story. Have I told you guys about this? Not me. No clue. No, not me. Oh, okay. This might be one that I haven't told you guys. No, I don't. Okay. I don't think so. No. Never heard it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Have I actually found a story that I haven't told you guys yet? Wow. Okay. So when I was 17, we went on a Disney cruise. Okay. And it was just a very short 3-night cruise. Okay. So we're going from Port Canaveral, Florida to Nassau, and then Disney has a private island called Castaway Cay, and then we go back. I mean, very short little hop of a story. Elliot animations, yeah, I know it. Okay, so maybe I've told this before. Anyway, so I'm on the ship, and there's a teen club because I'm 17, and I go there and I meet a cute girl. Okay. So teenager and all that stuff. So me and her start yakking and everything. And then me and her become friends. And we spend the entire first day on the ship just hanging out, go see a movie, go hang out in the teen club. And we just had fun. We had the Disney crush. Okay. So, of course. So anyway, she was just cool. Nothing could ever happen with that because she lived on the West Coast and I lived on the East Coast. So, yeah. So anyway. Short weekend romance, I guess you could call it. Anyway, so Nassau, we get to Nassau and I see her a little bit, whatever. And then the next day, we get to Castaway Cay. I'm on the beach. Okay. And I was putting on sunblock. You see my skin complexion. Okay. And I put it on my chest, and then she yelled at me, "Hey Sam, let's go. We're all going to this beach." I'm like, okay. Set down the bottle and thought, I don't need all that sunblock. I'll just tan today. Yeah. Worst mistake I ever made. I was on that beach for somewhere around 10 to 12 hours. No shirt. In the Bahamas. Do you guys you kind of get where I'm coming from? Yeah, it was really bad. So yeah, I was completely red. Like, I mean, I was completely cooked. Like from my head down to my waistline, I was just blood red. It was awful. So I get back to the ship and I go see they have like a little nurse station on board. So I go there and all they had was like children medication. They didn't have stuff for like grown-ups and all that. So she gave me like children Tylenol or whatever, but she said you need to take like 8 of them to get an adult dose for it or something. And I'm like, okay. So I take them, and I think it was Tylenol. I'm not 100%. But yeah, then I was so numb from all of those. I think they were a higher dose than I expected. So I spent the entire rest of the evening running around the ship and didn't feel much. And then the next day, it was bad. It was really bad. My shirt had stuck to my chest and my back. So when I pulled it off, it was like peeling. It was one of the most, I had 2nd-degree sun poisoning. That's what I had. Like, I mean, it was awful. And then a day or two later, I started blistering on my shoulders. I had these massive like yellow blisters. It was really bad. And then we get home, and in my infinite 17-year-old wisdom, I decide to take an ice bath. So I take freezing cold water and dump a bucket of ice into the tub. And no, I get the flu. Okay, so I'm burning, sneezing, coughing, running a fever. It was bad. Yeah, so it was really bad. So, and then a little bit later, I was laying sick, and my mom had some cough medicine or cold medicine. She gave it to me, and I guess I can't remember what it was, but I think the medicine like made you drowsy or whatever. So I get up in the middle of the night, and I just have to run to the bathroom. I wander into the bathroom, pass out. I pass out, and yeah, my parents came and found me, and yeah, and then after that I got better. So it was a awful first week, and then it took me about a week or two to fully recover it. But yeah, there we go. That's how a 3-day romance turned into one of the worst weeks of my life. So it's funny now, but even now, like, they don't hurt anymore, but my shoulders are still sensitive. Like when sunlight hits them, it's like they tingle a little bit. It's yeah. So being impulsive is just so nice, isn't it? Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So Laura, from that many years ago, yeah, I don't really know what it is. It's just like when the sun hits them, I guess they're just a little bit sensitive. I don't know, but there's nothing. It's just maybe they're just more sensitive now. I don't know what it is, but they don't hurt or anything. It's just anyway. Maybe I'm just thinking about it. Like, I barely noticed it. Maybe it's just me thinking about it, like when the sun hits them. But anyway. So that was yeah, one of the worst weeks of my life. I still remember my parents had they had one of those big floor fans when I was a kid, and I would lay down in front of it just to have the cold air, because that was like the only peace I could get. And my brother and sister, I love them, but they thought it was funny to poke me, and I'm like, when I feel better. Anyway, but yep, there we go. There's my sunburn story. And I see a few people asking about that girl. I don't know what happened to her. After I got sunburned, I didn't see her again. And as far as I know, she went to the West Coast and never thought anything about it again. So anyway. All right. Well, with that, guys, there's my funny story from my past. I know about the poison ivy story as well. Oh yeah. David says, what ship were you on? Disney Wonder, I believe. Probably the Wonder, I think. But yeah. All right, everybody. Well, hey, with that, I'm going to sign off. So, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was a ton of fun. And you guys got the win. There'll be a 20-question live Q&A next week. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next live stream or video, whichever comes first. Y'all take care. And everybody did super chats. Thank you. Everybody did regular comments. Thank you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I already did a joke yesterday. I feel like you guys don't need another joke moment or Rickroll or whatever. So we'll leave it here. No more jokes. No stuff. Every night in my dreams,